card holders. Renewal in 2025 comes with serious risks. If you're a permanent resident thinking about renewing your green card, don't assume it's just a routine form. In 2025, USCIS is quietly transforming the I-90 renewal process into something far more serious, an investigation into your residency status. What's changing with Form I-90 in 2025? Form I-90 is used to renew or replace a green card, whether expired, lost, or an old version without an expiration date. In the past, it was a simple identity check. You submitted the form, paid the fee, and got a new card. But this year, USCIS is going deeper. They're not just verifying your ID, they're checking if you're truly still living in the US. Real case: how a simple renewal became a red flag. A woman who got her green card in 2014 had been spending most of her time abroad. She'd returned to the US every 6 months, believing that was enough. Then she filed Form I-90 while she was still overseas. Instead of an approval, she received a request for evidence, RFE, asking for her complete travel history since 2014, copies of all passports and stamps, proof of U.S. residence, bills, tax records, employment info, the exact date she last returned to the U.S. This wasn't just a renewal. It was a deep audit of her residency status. Why this affects every green card holder. This case is not unique. USCIS is now reviewing how long you've lived outside the U.S., looking for proof that your life is centered in the U.S., questioning your intention to reside permanently in America. If they suspect otherwise, they can deny your renewal, or worse, challenge your entire green card status. Never file I-90 from outside the U.S. One of the biggest mistakes? Filing I-90 while abroad. USCIS sees that as a red flag. How can someone claim to be a permanent resident if they're not even in the country when renewing? This could lead to questions at the airport and a Form I-407, a document where you voluntarily give up your green card. What happens at the border? Think you're safe because you return to the U.S. every 6 months? Think again. CBP officers can review your travel history and question your residency. If they suspect abandonment, they may ask you to sign Form I-407, issue a notice to appear, NTA, in immigration court. Once you receive an NTA, you may be stuck in the U.S. for years awaiting a court decision, with your travel rights frozen. The safer legal route: use Form I-131. Need to live abroad temporarily? Use Form I-131 to apply for a reentry permit. It allows you to stay outside the U.S. for up to 2 years without risking your green card. Important: you must file it while physically in the U.S. Mistakes that put your green card at risk: filing Form I-90 from abroad, living 7 to 10 months a year outside the U.S., not maintaining ties like U.S. housing, taxes, and employment, incomplete or false travel history, assuming CBP won't notice long absences. How USCIS determines abandonment. USCIS looks at several factors: time spent abroad versus time in the U.S., where you work, live, and pay taxes, family and property location, whether you applied for a reentry permit, whether your behavior shows intent to stay permanently in the U.S., acceptable long absences with proof. Some long stays abroad may be excused, such as medical treatment, studying abroad, temporary work assignments, caring for family members. Even in these cases, documentation must match your travel and tax records. Already in trouble? If you've received an RFE or been questioned at the airport, do not respond alone. Do not fabricate information. Do not ignore it. Consult an experienced immigration attorney and gather your full records. In some cases, you can still protect your green card, but only with expert help. Final 2025 checklist for green card holders. Spend most of your time in the U.S. File I-90 and I-131 only while inside the U.S. Keep strong financial and residential ties. Document every trip. Never sign Form I-407 without legal advice. Apply for reentry permits before long absences. Seek help if you receive an RFE or NTA. Renewing your green card isn't routine anymore. USCIS is watching closely. If your lifestyle doesn't reflect true permanent residency, 2025 could be the year your green card is questioned or lost. If this video helped, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell for more urgent immigration updates.